Transport me on a river every day. Hello, everybody. This is the King 506, and we are going to be showcasing Lapras in this episode in Pokemon Ranked. And since Lapras was only around for the Orange Island saga, we didn't get to see much of its potential. And as a Lapras, we got to see another water type join the fold, albeit at the expense of Kingler, but since it was a water Pokemon that could control everybody, since it was in a island type landscape, this Lapras represent the most equitable traveling Pokemon, because since you're on the sea all day, you could just travel island to island on Lapras. So, Ash's Lapras was an awesome Pokemon during his time. And since it only knew two moves, Water Gun and Ice Beam, it represented both types, because it is a Water and Ice type Pokemon. And I like that because people don't consider Lapras much of it as an ice type. And since Ash has only caught one ice type in his tenure as a Pokemon trainer, his Glalie, Lapras was one of the first Pokemon, partially one of the first ice types Ash ever acquired. So I'm just putting that out there. Sure, it was released back into its horde, and is now the leader of his horde after the lead Lapras relinquished his leadership role to give to Ash's Lapras. So that's another Pokemon with leadership qualities, such as Ash's Squirtle. And since it is the leader of his ring of Lapras, I forget what that word is, sorry, but since he is the leader, we only got to witness Lapras for a very short time. And since the Lapras now respect Ash's Lapras after trying to avoid, we got to see something that was best in my opinion, and we got to see a released Pokemon reappear. Yes, it was in the Johto region, but it still reappeared, and he was the first and only released Pokemon to ever been showcased to return. We haven't seen Pidgeot or Butterfree. Albeit Butterfree did have flashbacks last generation in the Butterfree and Me episode, in the Decalora Islands episode. But we didn't get to see the Pokemon actually reappear other than Lapras. So when Lapras came back, I was all excited because we got to see a trainer and his Pokemon bond some more, because it was only here for a very short time. So when his Pokemon reappeared, we got to see how they interacted with each other. So Lapras, still one of Ash's low-level Pokemon thanks to its knowing of only two moves, but it also demonstrated the best equitable solution thanks to its transport Pokemon ability, surfing on water. And it had enough power to carry 3 people on its back. And I think Lapras, to this day, is one of the most underappreciated Pokemon, just not because of its tie with Gengar against Drake in the Orange Islands Elite Four, champion, but Lapras only knew 2 moves during its entire run on Ash's team. But I'm always happy when that reunion took place because you got to see it return, and since we didn't get to see another one return to this day, when Lapras returned, it really hit home, saying anything is possible. We could see Pidgeot return, we could see Butterfree return, even though I highly doubt Butterfree would, and Primeape. But since Primeape is technically in training, we don't necessarily treat it as a release Pokemon because it is in training, but we haven't seen it since. So, since Primeape hasn't been seen, Lapras was able to be seen. So, I'm going to cut it off here. Next episode, we get to talk about Totodile, the Dancing Wonder Kid. Take care, everybody. Hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really liked it. See you next time.